This is Jason here at the Spawn Creek aid station for the White Pine 50. Today we are going to be doing three things. One, giving white piners a little quick course preview of the White Pine 50 if you haven't been out here before. And two, I'm going to be doing a long run for Bear 100 training. And three, we're going to attempt to do Troutman. Now, some of you are like, what's Troutman? Well, go out to runningrivers.org and read all about it. I'll put a link in the description. So basically, we're going to try to catch four fish, four species of trout, brook, a brown, rainbow, and a cut, while running at least 26.2 miles with 3,000 feet of vert. That's the basics of it anyway. I've attempted this a couple of times, haven't had any luck. One of the problems we have up here in the Logan area is the rainbow aren't really close to the brookies, browns. Well, they're either close to one or the other, not the other three. I think we've got it, some strategy involved here. So I think the browns have either made their way back up here into Spawn Creek, or some bucket biologist planted them up here in these little beaver ponds. They just recently, past couple of years, a couple of them are rising out there already. Tempting. So anyway, this is Spawn Creek. It was restored primarily as a cutthroat fishery, native cutthroat fishery a couple of years ago. But there are some browns and brook showing up here. I don't know if somebody planted them or they're just coming back, moving up from the Logan River. Who knows? So we should be able to get browns, brooks, and cuts in Spawn Creek. The one I have to get here is a brown, because the rest of the trip there aren't any brown. The only place there'll be rainbow is in Tony Grove Lake. So brookies, we've got a couple of different options. Cutthroat, we've got basically anywhere there's water. We've got a chance at cutthroat up here. So that's our strategy for today. We've got Spawn Creek, Temple Fork, the Logan River, White Pine Creek, although never caught anything in that, and of course White Pine Lake for brooks and Tony Grove Lake for rainbow. So we've got lots of opportunities. Hopefully it's a nice cloudy day, overcast, about 57 degrees. It's a Friday. There was nobody else at the trailhead until I left, and then somebody pulled up, but it didn't look like they were going to be fishing. So I'll probably have at least this creek to myself this morning. Chance of rain this morning a little bit, and then again this afternoon. So I think it's going to be a good day. This is going to be our first stop. I saw some fish rising in here. Our fly, we'll start out with this, what's called a purple haze. It's like a parachute Adams with a purple body. I am seeing grasshoppers in the grass here. They're just tiny because it's early August. But that'll be our secret weapon later in the day. These fish do get spooked easily, so I'm going to try to stay low. I know it doesn't make for good video. Okay, so now we have an elk hair caddis on here. Kind of looks like these little grasshoppers. They are feeding like crazy out here. Try to stay low. They do get some pressure up here, so they are a little skittish. Oh, there we go. Oh, I lost him. That looked like a brown too, and that's what I needed. It's a nice one, maybe 12 inches. A family of ducks out here. Mom and several grown ducklings out for a cruise in the rain. Okay, looks like we're finally going to land us a little cutty. Big brand new beaver pond here. There we go, Mr. Beaver, providing these native cuts some space to spawn and survive. Alright, there is our cutthroat. One down, 3 to go. A little bit bigger one. That same pond. Ooh, and that is a nice brown. Very nice brown. Okay, so that is promising because we needed a brown, and this was the only place we're going to find one. I bent the hook on this guy trying to get it out of his mouth. See ya. Hey, we have a brookie. Woo! All right. That's a relief. I mean, I was pretty sure I could catch one at White Pine anyway, but here we are, 3 down, 1 to go. Bye, little guy. Yes. All right, well, that took a little over 2 hours to get 3 of our 4 species, but they all came from the same creek. I've only gone like, geez, I don't know, a mile, 1.2 miles. So, it's been a successful day so far. I think we need to get on our way though to get our other 25 miles in. You're not going to believe this. Well, I'm going to call it a cut bow. He's got some rainbow markings, but he's also got the cutthroat. Yeah, we're gonna call that last one a cutthroat hybrid, which I haven't seen one of those up here in years because I thought they got rid of them all. I just can't put away the rod. I'm having too much fun catching fish. All right, back on the trail now. That was over 2 hours. First hour was kind of frustrating. Hooked into a few but didn't land them. Lost some flies. Just bad luck. And finally, in the second hour, we caught, I don't know, 5, 6 fish. And we got our three of our 4 species, and even half of the 4th species in that hybrid. Just showing you the White Pine Trail here, coming down Spawn Creek. In a few minutes I'll be going up that kind of bare exposed ridge. Mostly you'll be doing it about this time of day, 10:30, 11 o'clock or so. Does get warm. I hope we have kind of a cool cloudy day on the 20th like we have today. It'll sure be nice. We'll see you up there. All right, coming into the aid station here. I'm gonna grab a banana and a cookie and then head up that. When you look at this next section of trail on the map, you'll understand why it's called worm fence, I guess. In years past, I worried about people going up this shortcut here, but they've done a good job of fencing it off, it looks like, since last year, and letting it grow back. The road used to go straight up to the top there, now it switchbacks up. Just be warned, this is the only shady section on this climb over worm fence. Down, down, down. Yeah, so if there's one part of the White Pine course I need to apologize for, it's this worm fence trail. I mean, it's hot, it's dusty, there'll be a few ATVs on it, and there's not much shade. No water till you get over the top. And it's that time of day where it's starting to really warm up. And there's like 3 false summits, or 4. This is one of the first ones, I think. And we've got a few more. There is water just on the other side though, on your way down, so hang in there. But you definitely want to come up here, I would say, with 3 soft flasks, because it can get warm. You can't see it because this is a GoPro, but that's White Pine Lake and that cirque over there between Magog and Gog, and then you got Mount Naomi, the highest peak in the county, and also Elmer over there. We're going to be up in White Pine here in a little bit. I think I'm coming up on the last false summit. A lot of this is surprisingly runnable and fresh legs because it's not super steep, lots of switchbacks, but it's hot. Okay, finally cleared the real summit and heading down the north side. And being the north side, of course, it's got shade. Okay, when you come to this bridge, this will be your first water in a while. Yeah, you may be able to filter right there deep enough. Anyway, just be aware of that in case you run out on that last section. Okay, don't forget to turn here. Head down to your next aid station. Crossing the Logan River. I'm not going to bother fishing it. So we're gonna get our rainbow up at Tony Grove, right? So, as you can see, this is a crazy busy highway. Need to be super careful crossing it and go up the shoulder on the left side so that you're facing traffic. Okay, finally got off that stinking highway. I'll head over here to the aid station. Hey!
Josh, Knuckles!
Hey, I just recognized your bike.
Yeah, I thought that was you. I just pulled in. I was like, man, that looks just like him. I don't want to pull off on that road and make a fool of myself like some random dude and like, hey, what's up?
I found some climbing skins.
Holy smokes, no way.
I'm running part of the White Pine race today. I'm doing what's called a Troutman. So you catch four species of trout. I already got 3 of them, so I just need to go.
Today you have?
Yeah, I got the
holy cow.
The brook, the brown, the cutthroat down there by Spawn Creek.
Okay.
Now I'm headed up to White Pine, catch another brook probably, and then I gotta hit Tony Grove to catch the last one, rainbow.
Wow.
Sweet, where are you headed?
Mike and I just did, so we went up like Twin Creek. So we went up that climb, up to Tony's, or jumped on the bear course, over to Tony's, over to White Pine, out Bunchgrass, and then back over. And
sweet.
I'm headed over. I'm gonna try to do a double Everest. So biking and then running.
Yeah. That was Josh Knuckles. He'll be doing the White Pine this year. I should have sent these skins home with him. I'm just gonna stash them over here by this restroom, pick them up next week, try to find their home. So you'll come in to the aid station here. Typically it's just been right in this area. And there's a vault toilet back in those trees. Alright, leaving the aid station and head south, which is going to seem kind of counterintuitive. Bunchgrass trailhead. Okay, turn right here, run past the campground sign. Don't get run over by the truck from Idaho. And then your trail, kind of hard to find, but it's right there next to the dumpster. This is the last place for me to filter for water. I don't know if I trust Bunchgrass Creek. There's too many cows over there. You will have just went through an aid station, so you won't have a problem with needing water here. But I won't have any water again until I get up to White Pine Creek. These Catadine bee-free filters are amazing. Okay, when you go through that gate, you merge with the old Bunchgrass trail and turn left and head up this canyon. Some of you might recognize this as part of the bear course. Bear 100 goes down that way. We go up this way, backwards up the bear course. This is one of my favorite views of the race here, favorite parts. This awesome runnable park. A little branch of White Pine Creek here and Mount Gog coming into view. Hey, this is the Shorty's aid station back in here. See, the trail kind of splits and goes around a log. We're going to do an out and back to White Pine Lake. Don't forget to use the bib punch up there. On the way back, you'll turn and go down here, and the aid station will be down in there in the shade, typically by the creek. So look forward to that. Prepare yourself mentally. This climb up to White Pine Lake is probably the second hardest of the race. The most difficult one is not long after you leave that Shorty's aid station back there. Climbing up over into Steam Mill. A little bit of a bugger. Short, but steep. Coming up into the White Pine Cirque now. Got Magog there on the left and Gog here on the right. This is what you came for. Okay, important intersection coming up here. You want to go straight this intersection. How's it going?
Yeah.
And we'll come back this way, the way she came from, and then the White Pine race continues down that way. Whatever you do, don't turn that way. That goes over to Tony Grove Lake. So I broke out the Teton rod by Tenkara Rod Co. I think it's a 13-footer. Anyway, it's a lot longer and substantially heavier than the Beartooth. Not that, I mean, it weighs hardly anything, but still, it's noticeably heavier. I've caught some pretty big fish on this. I think the biggest was a kokanee salmon down at Fish Lake. It might have been 3 pounds and 20 inches. So don't let people tell you that you can't catch big fish on a Tenkara rod. Not seeing any fish rising. I usually have good luck around these logs here this time of day. I'm gonna go try over there on the north shore in a minute. That's where I've had the best luck. Just kind of standing up here up to my knees in the water. Feels good. Grandpa was a semi-famous fishing guide. He had a couple of magazine articles written about him. And he was famous for never bothering to cast unless you were casting to a rise. And I finally just saw a rise here between this grass and that little grassy island. So we're going to give it a shot. Came up on a fish just right here barely. Oh, here he goes. And he's looking at it and he took it. Nice. Alright. Nice brookie to add to the collection. Okay. Back in the water. There he goes. There's another one here. I got stuck in the moss. There's a brookie. I wish I would have got that take on camera. He came right up out of the water. Oh, he's pretty. Yeah, look at that. Mm-hmm. All right, so we landed 3 brookies here. The last one was a decent sized one. Just enjoying my PB&J. Give me a little extra energy to get back up that hill, and about 3 miles into Tony Grove, where we'll hopefully catch a rainbow. It's a beautiful place. This little spring will be where the dead punch will be. It'll be hanging from the branch there above it. And get water here. Okay, white piners, we're back to that intersection. We did a loop up to the lake and back. So you would turn left here, head back down to the Shorty's aid station. And at that point, you're only what, like, I don't know, 13 miles, 12 miles to finish. That's the end of the white pine course preview for this section. I'm going to continue on over to Tony Grove Lake. Let's see if we can catch that rainbow to finish off our Troutman quest. There's the lake. I wonder if that's French for shower. All right, Rainbow. Where are you, man? Okay, I've been fishing for about 5 minutes. Haven't seen a single rise until just now. I saw one down there off that next point. So we're gonna go check that out. Well, I got a little bit of a dilemma. I'm coming up on 10 hours into this journey, and you only get 12 hours to finish the Troutman. I spent way too much time over at White Pine Lake thinking that it would be easy to catch a rainbow over here at Tony Grove before I timed out. But I also have to hit the 26.2 miles before the 12 hours are up. I'm about 25. I've got my grasshopper on top and a muddler minnow on the bottom, just in case they're not feeding on top. Disappointed these people that are flying bubble fishing over here next to me. Heard them talking and they haven't caught anything yet. And you'd think that a flying a bubble at a stocked lake like this would be like totally foolproof. I did have one rise over here in the willows, but couldn't get him interested. So I've either got to head down to the Logan River, down Blind Hollow, and hope I can catch a rainbow down there, or stay here and hope that they start feeding. It's kind of a tough call. I've never seen this lake this still before. Usually this time of night it's just boiling with fish. Wonder if the hatchery truck hasn't made it up here yet this year. There was one dead one over there where I was fishing before. Still nothing. Somebody was fishing with corn. And they're littered too. Still nothing. Finally got my rainbow. top fly. Oh, you ugly little thing. So I'll kind of give you a play-by-play of that last fish, that rainbow. I saw him jump over here to my left, actually pretty close to the shore. I cast right on top of him. He immediately slammed the grasshopper on top. Got him in, and as I was getting the fly out, he swam away pretty quickly, so I didn't get a chance to record him swimming away. He went over there somewhere. But yeah, I'm going to call that a successful Troutman. I mean, I still need to run another mile or so to do the 26.2, but I'm pretty sure I got the vert, and well, there's one other thing when I get back. So I guess I better get on my way. All these people are clueless, but they're looking at a newly minted Troutman. Yeah. Woo! I think this drop into Tony Grove aid station is my favorite part of the bear, and Rick's Hollow is probably my second favorite. This is just beautiful. If you can see that, we just passed 26.2 in a little over 11 hours. World's slowest marathon, but good enough for a Troutman. Yikes! Up this time. Okay, so you're wondering why I've been running like crazy the past few miles and why I'm going up the stream when I'm back at the truck. It's because the final step in Troutman is to down the beverage of your choice when you get back. And oh good, it's still there. That would be this Dr. Pepper that was left over from the Elkhorn 100. Now, I will admit I'm slightly over my time limit. I'm 12:03, but considering I didn't catch my first fish till I got an hour into this event, and I spent way too much time just screwing around it. White Pine Lake, just having some me time. I didn't need to catch any fish there, but I wanted to. So I'm still gonna say it was complete. So I think that was a really successful day. Felt great, my legs felt great. I hammered Blind Hollow and ran all the way up this road. After all the miles I put down last weekend, I'm really happy with that. And I was counting, I'm pretty sure I landed 10 fish, probably hooked into another 7 or 8. We got our 4 species. Like 4 brookies, 1 brown, 1 cutthroat, 2 cut bows. There was a little baby one that I didn't show on the GoPro, like barely fit in the palm of my hand. And of course the almost elusive rainbow planter up at Tony Grove. So super happy with that, totally stoked. I think if I was going to do it again, I wouldn't start my watch until I landed the first fish, as long as I had enough miles and vert still ahead of me. I guess you've got to play that game where you've got to, you know, make sure you don't cross some point of no return for your 12 hours, so there's some strategy there. Anyway, I encourage you to visit the Running Rivers website, and they've got several trout challenges out there. The Troutman, the Uller trout, I don't know how to pronounce it, and the new Lusa fish. And they'll have their own distances and the number of fish you got to catch in a certain amount of time. So go out there, and if you like it, go ahead and donate, and your money will be used for conservation efforts. So anyway, thanks for watching.